Good morning, team. Today we're riding 200 kilometers north. I need to be north of the bridge in 23 minutes. So got a bit of a time trial to kick us off. So you may ask, why the hell am I riding 200 kilometers? Well, exciting news. I am going to be riding 1,000 kilometers from Sydney to Melbourne at the end of November to raise funds for TriMob, an Indigenous first triathlon club who foster positive health outcomes for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. And the link to that fundraiser is in the description, and it's going to be absolutely cooked, just like this hill. Okay, last thing on the ride, now that I'm not absolutely gassed. So we'll be going from Sydney to Canberra, then Canberra to Wodonga, and then Wodonga to Melbourne. And I'm just really looking forward to learning more about that region, to be honest.
Yeah, today I'm going on
Oh,
a great
here
ride.
he is! Yes, lad! Speaking of, I was just chatting about the ride.
I know you were, that's why I said, okay, I'm going on a ride today.
But not the ride today, but the Sydney to Melbourne ride
Yes.
for TriMob.
The second best city in Australia, Melbourne.
But if I talk about it and post it, I'm doing it.
Yeah, mate.
But we've already had that discussion
Put it
anyway.
into the ether.
Indeed.
That's how TriMob started.
Oh, look at these shoes.
Yeah, mate.
Oh my word, they're sick.
To be released in the next month.
Unreal. Let me know if you don't want to be on camera.
Oh, you can do that.
Of course, it's the triathletes at the back. So do I. Sat here post-ride with my homemade cold brew, which I'm very proud of. And the reason I wanted to chat you through the ride is because I actually did not get a chance to do really any talking or reflecting on the ride because it was so fast. Straight away on the descents, reflections were, they don't hold anything back on the descents, that's for sure. They probably weren't even going that fast for them today, but I always knew that this was going to be a really good practice for me, certainly with the Barrel Classic in mind, just to work on my descending and cornering. Climb out of Galston, it was a big hit, that's for sure. Absolutely gorgeous descent there. Just come across the bridge at Galston. Oh, my top's come down. That's an interesting look. But yeah, so first climb just now, and gonna have to just do some work here. I mean, even young Joel, who is an absolute weapon, said that his heart rate was raised, so that has to mean something. But it was a great climb. Came up from Galston and straight into some long flowing descents and some undulating terrain. I definitely felt as though I had a duty to the bunch to stay in the right position at all times, and I think that's true for when you are riding with experienced riders. They kind of expect you to work well and cohesively with the bunch, so that was a really good opportunity to practice some of those bits and bobs that I've learned over the years and just make sure that I was doing the right things by the bunch. But the ride just became more and more beautiful throughout. But this land was absolutely incredible. And actually, the more and more I went into the ride, the more I realised I've not been around these parts before. We're riding up towards Wiseman's Ferry here. Oh, what a gorgeous ride this has been so far. I mean, look at that. So yeah, I couldn't tell you exactly what region we're in. All I can tell you is that it's gorgeous and we've got 130k to go. And these back roads get smaller and smaller, bumpier and bumpier. We're rolling through valleys. Hit the river, which was absolutely incredible, and actually again, like, great opportunity to practice some cornering. Not railing it through corners, but for me, you know, I was really challenging myself with my perception of how to navigate those corners. Big shout out to Matt, who really kindly observed that I wasn't as confident as the rest of the lads on the descents and the corners, and suggested that I get my hands in the drops, which I know that I need to do, but I was on the hoods going down a descent very quickly, and that was great advice. So I quickly remembered that, and then a few moments later he was saying, look, you can put more weight through your outside leg as you're cornering. That was really, really helpful advice. I know from watching pro riders in the past that I'm leaning out of the corner and keeping my weight balanced, but I think I have never really considered really stamping on that outside pedal and forcing weight through that to counteract the lean of the bike. That made me feel a lot more confident on the corners, so I just wanted to say a big thank you to Matt for that great advice. But yeah, we started getting more and more challenging. We're sort of heading towards the 100k mark of the ride now, and we stopped down at Wiseman's Ferry. So there's the stop at 110k's. My camera's actually on. Oh dear. My camera is actually on 25% here, but that's the first stop at 110k's, and God, these boys, they're quick with their riding and they're quick with their stopping too. It's like everyone gets 3 drinks, sculls them all, gets a little bit of food down them, and then it's off we go. But I guess when you're riding 200k's, it's kind of got to be that way, otherwise you're out all day. So yeah, it's just interesting to ride with other bunches with like different approaches to their riding. But yeah, really enjoying myself and enjoying the challenge. But yeah, it's going to be a biggie. Okay, this is new. Fucking hell. Gravel road, dead wallaby. What the fuck is going on? This is mental. Wow, hey. Something new. I left my camera on for large quantities of this ride and ran the battery flat on my camera, which is possibly why we're here right now. But yeah, I just wanted to reflect on what was essentially an incredible ride. I'll move over and get the ride up here. Yeah, look, the title says 200 Ks. 187k ride, it doesn't sound good. Like, it's not going to make you click on the video. So I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. And I had to ride home as well. I stopped my computer at the train station and the train was down. So I rode home, so probably around 200k ish. But yeah, like, got heaps of PRs. Reached a max speed of like 72, 73, which is very fast for me. PRs on descents as well, and it was incredibly demanding. And my reflections are, look, this is going to sound arrogant, but I haven't necessarily been riding with riders who are a country mile better than me. And it's quite an unusual feeling to feel like one of the weaker riders in the group for me. And that's good. That was a moment of growth, because rather than beating myself up about the fact that I got dropped on Galston going back up at 160 Ks, I reminded myself that there's some real riding pedigree in there. And that was good brain training, if nothing else, just to say, you know, you are a strong rider and you are doing your best, and like, don't stress that you've been dropped. Just focus on pushing the pedals and getting up the climb. So yeah, lots of learnings, and I think, look, I know what I need to do if I want to become a better rider. And will I do it? Unsure, to be honest, because I don't know if I need to be better. I don't know if I need to be a better rider. What I want to do is enjoy my riding to the max, and if that's conducive with getting a bit stronger at the moment, then I'll definitely consider doing more of these rides, especially with the big ride in mind. I'll probably have to do a lot of Ks for that, so yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, appreciate it, and if you're still around, consider watching another, and yeah, just consider watching another. Thank you. Thanks very much. Great to chat. See you next time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.